Hi, sorry, forgot I had my headphones off. Ha 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 ha. Hello, how are you? I was just talking about how I just noticed that you can see the Ambrosia Arbor from here. I did like I was just chilling, and I looked up, and there it was. Can you hear me all right? Hello. Okay, cool. Yes, sorry. I had my mic up and I forgot to pull it back down. Yeah. Have you noticed the tree being up there, the Ambrosia Arbor? Like, I've been here so many times, and I just like, for some reason, I didn't think to look up and see the fucking thing. Ah, all things. I've been good. I've been good. Oh, it's been a very busy week for me. Been going. So we're both in the same boat then. So I've been like every day.
All this free time, why
I've
not make the
been
most of it with a game?
Hopping onto the train, traveling for an hour, and then get out, wait for 2 hours, and then I have a 5-hour lesson on driving, and then I go home. And like by the time I'm home it's like 8 o'clock or something, and I'm just tired. Like I wake up at 9 these days. Wake up at 9, I get ready in like 2.5 hours, and then I catch the train like at 10 to 12, but it's been a bit late recently, so it's like 5 past 12, more like it's a full hour train. But I've been progressing very well in my driving. I went within 1 week, well actually in a single day, I went up to 3rd gear, driving 30 miles per hour. And here's something. And last time I did driving lessons, which was about a year ago, I was still in 1st gear. I did not leave 1st gear that time, so I had like 5 lessons or so. I just never left 1st gear because I was too terrified. But yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to basically speed run this mission, and then once I do all that, I do the events. So I do that, maybe pure fiction, who knows. Oh, I do the companion quest too. So I'm gonna do everything I can in Honkai Starrai, and then I'm gonna move on to other games. Like, I haven't been able to touch any of the games for a whole week.
Wait, my sword!
Child.
Let's just get down to business first.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Ha! Wait. Oh, no. Yeah! This is for you, Astra. This is for you. Yeah, this is for you, Astra. Wait, I'm too close. Darn it. So close. There you go. Headshotting him. This is for you, Astra. Get... Be gone, child! Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot to show my, Jeopard. I feel like Jeopard's angry at me. He saw my aventurine and thought, how dare you? I helped you so much when you first started playing. Honest to God, Jeopard was my first 5-star. And now look at him. He's trying to catch up. He's trying to catch up. He wants to be E6 like aventurine so bad. He wants to be relevant again. Oh. God. God. Like, he's just a bit salty.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
That was it. I'm sorry I shot you.
Wow, we appreciate your rescue, my Cianjo friends. Don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Hey, it's a female
Sorry,
in
but
armor.
we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Lafu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisists.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
You know, can I just say, I had like this realization the other day that the IPC is very much like
How dare you detain our ship? Who do you think you are?
the Empire from Star Wars. Cause because the Empire, like, they were Imperials, like they
Just
they
following the rules.
took control of a lot of things, like commercialism, commuting, a bunch of stuff, and they had stormtroopers, soldiers, to protect their cargo and stuff, and then they used that as a pretense to build an army, and then once the rebellion was noticing how much they was, when people started to notice how they were like basically strangling the galaxy by putting it all into their grip, they started to fight back, and in response to that, they tightened their grip further by using all of the stormtroopers and all that control even more aggressively, and just basically just enforcing themselves on everyone. Like, think about it, they, like, with Boot Hill's planet, like I know there's a bad guy part of the IPC, but he saw that his planet had a lot of resources. Instead of negotiating, he wanted to take advantage of the people for being ignorant, but when they didn't back off, he decided to just genocide the planet. Like, he didn't care, he just wanted the resources. Like, I feel like that's something the Empire would do. Like, if you think of Andor, Cassian's home planet, I forgot what it's called, but it was a place used to as like a mine planet to like gather resources on it, and like the whole everyone living on it, they were living peacefully. They didn't trust them. Like, they were living relatively peacefully, but then they wiped them out once they started to fight back because they didn't like the damage they were doing to their planet. So yeah, it's just feels very Star Wars, and this is coming from someone who doesn't know much about Star Wars. I've only seen Force Awakens, and that was only because it's my birthday, and there was nothing else on. Like there was literally nothing else on, and I was just like I was at the cinema. Like I traveled a whole hour to get there. I thought, why the fuck not? I'll just watch it because I don't want to watch Cinderella. And then it was alright. Alright, maybe Crab and Han Solo died. Yeah, that's about it. But Andor, the show, it's really good. Ooh!
Answers.
Fuck.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
The war dance approaching. Safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Boris and prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven?
I played the Lego games too. Growing up, I had a PlayStation 2, and I was given like a box full of PlayStation games, and part of it was the Lego Star Wars games. Like, I played them all, and I barely understood what was going on. I was like, okay, I'm doing this now. Let's go. It was fun, but by God, did it not make me care anymore about Star Wars.
According to the protocol, Boris and prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Alright. One, you're gonna give Dong Hung some PTSD. Two, Andor, the Star Wars series on Disney Plus, is the only Star Wars media that made me interested in the world of Star Wars. I just really like it. I like how well written it is, how well put together, how it like shows what rebellion is and all the different facets. Like, it made me care about the rebellion, like a lot. Like, I struggle a bit with like war or like rebellion stories because if you're telling me like if there's like a war, you got a whole army, or like a rebellion, you got a whole like a mass of fellow rebels, like I don't know who any of them, like who are they? Like, why should I care about all of these people? They're just a collective group. They're just a name. And there's only like these few little bits of people that I know, and may or may not care about. Depends. Like with Persona 5, the rebellion, the rebels, the people fighting back, are the Phantom Thieves. We know the Phantom Thieves. We know every single one of the Phantom Thieves. We care about them because they're the ones who are putting the work to do it. Any other supporters aren't doing anything. They're just wasting their opinions and support. Like, we can ignore them. It's the Phantom Thieves who are doing the work, and the Phantom Thieves we are able to care about because we see them, we know them, blah blah blah. Like, Star Wars, who knows how many rebels died and like nameless people die, and we're like, okay, and we're just focusing on the main characters here. The main characters are gonna get out alive, unless they're gonna be killed off at some point. But we could trust they'll have some level of plot armor, so we could just watch them enjoy. Andor, like, shows us so many different types of perspectives. Oh, I forgot his name. Skarsgård? Something Skarsgård, but his character is very good because he represents someone who is aware that, like, he could potentially die and no one would remember him. Like, he's putting everything he can for the rebellion to stop the Empire, knowing and fully is aware that he may not live to see the day that they win. Knowing that people won't know who he is and stuff. Like, he literally sacrificed his whole self for the rebellion because he wanted to to give a brighter future for people. Like, he knows the sacrifices that need to be done, and he lets other fellow rebels know the sacrifices that needs to be done, and is always remembers how many died, remember their names, and doesn't forget. And you have to wonder, where was he in Rogue One? He's probably he's probably going to be dead for the next season. There's only going to be one season after, like season 2, which is going to lead up to Rogue One, which is going to take place over like a 5-year period. No, 4-year period. They're meant to have 4 more chapters, 4 more seasons, but Disney just thought, nah, here's 1 more season and that's it. Because apparently good ratings doesn't matter when you have poor viewership. Well, they don't realize that it's because of them. They barely promoted the show because they wanted to promote the other shows that had these iconic comeback characters. Ooh, look, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ooh, look, it's... what's her name? I forgot her name. The red-skinned woman. I forgot her name. Anyway, yeah. And guess what? Those did badly. And now they're like... okay. Like, they're in a panic. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. At all.
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. Zhu Ming diplomatic ship. adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see.
Who's pushing that
It's
car,
an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yenshing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
I know, they're called now. Did you call them the Borisons?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
Wait. Are you aware of what kobolds are? I know what they are. They're wolf and monsters that stand on 2 feet. Most common in like D&D, fantasy, dungeon games. Like the amount of times I've seen them in isekai, anime, manga, or manhwa is absurd.
Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Senjo Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but
I think
no
he's gonna
big
get
deal.
his sword back.
By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
You go fire the report, and I go fetch popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. Alright, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
What are you planning? What are you planning?
Those guys are terrifying.
Deliver the prisoners to the shackling prison.
You got a little tiny tail. Look at your little tail. Look at your little tail. Look at your little tail. tail. Look at the tail compared to the poofy tail. Look at your tail compared to the poofy tail. Look at the pretty boy. Yeah, look at the pretty boy. Ah ha ha! I love his tail. Run! Run like the wind! Ha ha ha! Ba 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 ba. Pretty tail. Bum. I just love his tail, don't mind me. I'm so giddy for the tail. Just yeah. Oh, I need help. Fat hit rate. Fat hit rate. Fat hit rate. Speed. Fire. Okay, so a lot of fat hit rate. Energy recharge. Increase wind damage. Hello. Ah. I always come back. This is a nifty feature. Got affected tree. Figure and attack. Done break effect. Hey, effect hit rate. Hey, attack. Darn it, crit rate. Alright. Switch to that. Why do I keep doing that? Maybe when I have like a good computer that I can stream on, maybe. 'Cause I can't stream. I can't have videos on YouTube. That on my PlayStation. Focus, Grace. Focus, baby. Focus. Okay. Already got that. Already got. Good. 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 I'm being really good with his things right now. No, ah! I'm just really not doing good with my things. No, not so good. God dang it. Oh no, speed stat. No. That's good. Keep clicking off. God alive. I need to stop doing that. Lock that. Enhance. Enhance. Enhance again. No. Yay. No. Switch. So I need shoes with speed. Why did I do that? I need that with energy regen. Okay, okay. Let's go to my synthesize. Let's take a look, see. Okay, I need shoes. Custom with speed. Go. Hey! Alright, got effect hit rate. I'm good with that. Okay. Next is orbs. And I need you with energy regen. God attack. I'm okay with it. Okay, let's go. Yeah! Speed! Darn it. No, wait. No, wait. This isn't the shoes I wanted. There's my shoes. There's my switch. Sounds in the wrong shoes. Yes, my precious. No, my precious. No, my precious. Stop. No. 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 Ah! Okay, I'm gonna get another speed shoes and orb. That's horrible. Bin. Better. Yay! Okay. No, I probably don't have enough materials to raise it. Oh, bin. Cons. Hey! I'm fine with that. Yes! Nice! Let me see if I can get a good effect hit rate chess piece. Not speed. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's see. Darn it. No. 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 Yes. No. No. Darn it. No, yes, no, yes, no. What do you think? force speed more than with... What's his code speed? Maybe a bit more speed would be good. Like, what's his? Attacks. This is a fat hit rate, like. Okay, not that bad. 136. That's Kafka's like. Okay, so way better. Yeah, better. I think he's okay. He's okay now. Just need to work on his stuff more. Should I do that now or should I do that later? Like, dump everything onto my energy and then just go ham. Like, do you also want to see complete Xiaochu and see how well he does? Oh, we do that later. Alright, let's go.
It's been a long journey, Elder White. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Ooh. No, I really appreciate how Honkai Starrai is showing us different sizes of characters, different forms and stuff. It's not your just generic NPC model. Hello. Hey!
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Hi, Sayu. How's it going, General? I dreamed about you on Panaconi. Did you miss us?
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Hua Yin. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Hua Yin is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawful, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without
Him.
their help, I'm afraid the Law
Him
Food
from
might not have
Powerpuff
easily
Girls?
overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hua Yan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Law Fu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
You stole my sword.
It's you! Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other?
Oh, hello,
Guess
Yuki.
we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence. I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell
She
me,
stole my
how did you two
my
become
sword.
acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it
Yes,
on the
this
battlefield.
is not the zooming though. This is
As
the
for
Law
this
Fu.
little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a second, Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's sword masters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yoon Lee, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yoon Lee is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
I can on one hand understand like respecting your culture and stuff like that, but like she's trying to force her culture onto Yanqing, like, cause like to him, like on the Law Fu, she did steal his sword, and she saw him, She grabbed it, the sword, and then she just took off with it. And now, when he asked for her to give it back, she's like, no, you have to fight for it because that's what you do on the Zhou. But it's like, lady, this is not the Zhou. This is the Luofu. Respect the place you're on. I understand respecting your own culture, but where you are right now is stealing and very rude. It's like going to like someone from France, like who is used to greeting people with kissing on the cheeks, like kiss, 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 stuff like that, and like he goes, and then they go off to another country where kissing without permission is seen as sexual abuse or sexual harassment. Like, that would get you in trouble if you just only kiss people. And like, oh no, it's just my culture. But like, at what point does it become your culture and like just you respecting your culture and then abusing your culture to get away with things? Like, there's a limit. It's like in Newfoundland, like they're very welcome thing. They don't really lock their doors, so you can just walk in and stuff and like say hi and have a cup of tea and stuff like that. Like, they could do that because it's where they do land. When you go in somewhere, respect the culture you're in, respect like the way the people live there. Like, you can respect your own culture in your own space, but just don't make other people abide by it when they have no reason to. Like, God. It's a tricky topic. Like, if someone's interested in learning new culture, then teach them culture. Just it's just, she's just kind of just bugging me. Cause like, we know how Yanqing likes his swords. Like, he cherishes them. He has so many of them. Like, I can relate to him in the fact that like, you can like, I'm very interested and I see something cool and I want it. Like, he's like me. Like, he sees a cool sword, he wants one. Even though he has a bunch of other swords, he just loves swords that much that he just wants to be in possession to them, so he can look at them, use them, and just be constantly enamored by them. It's just very rude to say, like, you don't honor your swords. Like, what do you mean I don't honor my swords? I love my swords. Yeah, you don't honor them. What's your definition of honoring? Taking care of them. I do take care of them. Ah, oh, Lord. Just... duh.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Hey, brat. Have you heard that in the planet of Earth, even children can go to jail? Hmm? Maybe juvie. Juvie or jail? Like, if it was a minor offense, then you would go to juvie. But if it was a major offense, you would go to jail. And not kind of any jail. Well, actually, yeah, any jail. You would go in jail full of like grown men, grown women, probably any kids. Be forced to be put in a position with them. And you'd be there for quite a while for stealing. For not cooperating with the police. Resisting. Oh, and like, if you say that you're not a child, then still, you would still go to jail. Well, so far only Yunli and Clara are barefoot. That snake girl, I forgot her name. I think, is it Linksha? Linksha, yeah. Like, she's like part snake, like a humanoid snake basically. Can't really use her feet because, you know, snake tail and all that. So it's understandable for her to be barefoot because she's just floating most of the time. But yeah. Hi. Oh yeah, I need a tour with her. Hey, child.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great. Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance? Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual. I have some things to do. Besides, little Yan Qing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
We did take a sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
No.
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry.
He did, though!
He can forget about it for now.
He said everything except sorry. He said hello. He said thank you for the assistance. And I didn't say please exactly, but he did ask politely if he can have his sword back. He had no reason to say sorry. Because he's not in the wrong here. He tried to be polite, and you wanted to fight. At your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thought of the impending trouble Zhenjing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own. Her whereabouts unknown. Hello.
I'm sorry for Yang Qing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yan Qing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the war dance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan.
Look at the short-light species.
That General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy, as if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Zhu Ming.
Yeah, you've noticed that too? It's really weird. Do the Xianzhou people age? I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship, and when I do, they're usually travelers. But General Huaiyan looks like an ordinary old grandpa. Is he really a Xianzhou general?
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
This is the report Jing Zhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Huh. It looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this some kind of test from the General?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go. After watching Yan Qing and the others leave,
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. But yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
ooh,
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Yay, Chachi!
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Is this a new VA or is this the one who decided to leave? But if it's the one who decided to leave, like I'm kind of glad I got to hear how he sounds like before he got changed. But if it's not, then shame. Very nice deep voice.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
Eyes open.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
I'll go get it back for you. You can never get your sword back.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from
why would
Jingyuan,
leaders
just
from
like the crew, right?
ships come?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Danshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains. creating an endless source of potential complications.
And how did all this go unnoticed?
Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jing Yuan himself?
Nah,
Once
bitch,
the
he
spark of
sacrificed his
suspicion
life.
is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish. The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony.
Right, Alright, I'm just messaging my friend. My friend told me that One Piece, like, so 1,000 episodes was added to the BBC. So that is cool. Binge time. Anyway.
By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the cauldron master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
You're a real master of conversation. Just like... You're insinuating that he's not an adult.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
You just realized now?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts?
I am a husband player.
Quite a few of them, right?
I will pick the male character. Beg all you want, but you don't drag me into your real magic conversation. Stop! Stop! I don't want to end with an IPC lawsuit.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat? I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
What a giant mech.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Are you talking about the architect's creation? Or are you talking about the Charmy Festival boss? Can't really think of an IPC giant mech. Where am I going? To the Artisan Commission. Okay, let's go down.
Success.
No, I don't want to go to the car fort. No! Okay, how do I get to... Go back. I wanna learn how, like, where everything goes. Okay, so that goes to the
Wherever
cow
crowds
fort.
gather, there is always
That doesn't go anywhere.
the surface.
Doesn't go anywhere, okay. It goes to the cloud fort. Which one goes to the commission?
If I come out...
Exalting Sanctum. Stargazer Navalia. I'm gonna learn. Who the fuck? I missed it. What? Master, I'm nervous. Singing in public? This is what any theater troupe performer needs to go through.
Huh?
He's too hot for his own good. Once she accepted your weaknesses, then you're
Square
ready for the
formation,
stage.
Circular formation, Yuan-Yang formation. What should we try next?
That's it. Sing, girl, sing! Maybe we should sing another time. Anyway. So go to Exalting Sanctum. Fixed Garden. Aram Alley. Roundkeeping Commission. Starskiff. The divination district. Like, what is? Alchemy Commission. Yeah, go to divination. Meanwhile, I'm pulling for ladies. Like, the only ladies I have are supporting characters and Nihility and Jade and Topaz from IPC. Like, those are the only females I have. I don't have Acheron. a bit too much for me. Oh, fixed roll. Divination. And then go to the artistship commission over there. Ooh. Oh, hello. Whoa. Again, I have not seen the tree from this perspective. Ooh. Yo, actually this is pretty sick. This is a sick spot. Let me get a camera out. Yo. That is pretty sweet. Take a screenshot of that. Nice. Pretty snazzy. The cool tree. Alright.
How about letting the enemy strike first? A little more sugar. Cutting the net. I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
So hot.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Stand still. May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I am not from a military background, nor do I seek military success.
Okay, keep going up a bit more and then
What's it? More seasoning. I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
very
Relax. Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Trot.
May as well kill them all. Stand still.
A little more sugar.
You'll face yourself!
I'm honored by since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Oh my god, 39. That is pathetic. I really need to level up his traces.
I am not from a military background, nor do I seek military success.
Like, he doesn't have the best attack. Like, his trace is a lot of work. Like, let me look at abilities. Fire damage. Okay. Just enemies.
Square formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation. What should we try next?
Enemies on side zone, enemies are good received. Increase ultimate damage with a 55 base chance. Inflict dual stack.
Huh?
Huh?
Like, yeah, I should like right attack. Nope. Discard. That's a bust. Not like, at least that attack's higher. I'm unsatisfied. Last chance. Alright, I gotta attack. Bet on that. More previous ones. So let's just dump that in there. How many more I need? That. Okay, go. Yes! Let's go! Alright, just 220. But like, yeah. Yes, I am. Like, just like, how else would I have this? How else? What's up, dudes? Definitely free play.
101.
Definitely, yep. 100%. No doubt about it. Okay, artisan. No, I'm going to the alchemy station. Oh no, I'm in the right place.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people?
Scott!
I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
I honestly, even though I spend money on it, I'm still struggling. I just got so many characters, like... difficult to just focus on one. But, hello.
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
Scott, I saw fan art about you.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance.
What are you hiding in there?
Cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Like, what are you hiding in there that you don't want anyone to inspect it? Yay. Oof. Good luck. Yeah, they're both going, being on, like, both of their banners are happening at the same time. Like, Face Shout and Robin are gonna be on the same banner time. Like, so I didn't watch the stream yesterday because I haven't finished the story. I didn't want any spoilers, but like, I saw the banners and I'm like, holy shit, 4 banners in a single wave? Like, what the fuck? Not even Genshin does that. Like, yeah, like Genshin doesn't do that, do they? I don't. Yeah. They don't do 4 banners at a time. They like, even though like, how long is it? Like 4 or 5 years. Even after that long, they still do like 2 banners per wave. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I heard. But like, still. I think Genshin would have done that already. And they got like that nation banner thing going on, like, which is just horrible. But hey, this will help to make sure that no characters are left neglected for too long. Like, have you seen, like, I was so looking forward to this week's strip market, but then they only released 1 character, Rapper. Like, where's my guys? Not even a 4-star. Like, I don't remember who that is. Like, the only one I got interested in was that guy with the bandana. Like, he looked cool. But like, I thought about it, like, do I really want to go on Genshin again just for him? And I'm like, not really, no. Just couldn't be bothered. So yeah. So, did I hear a dog barking?
You jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here?
Say woof.
Staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I heard you in trouble. I help Yanqing's son out of trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikwe. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
People should think more positively about Sunday. Like, what if they're preparing something special for him? Yeah, I was like thinking, I was like, could possibly, like, they didn't want to reveal Sunday coming, and like maybe the 4-star is fuck, yeah. What's the fox lady name again? Hit just on next. Ting Young. Keep forgetting the name, Ting Young. I've never used it in so long. But yeah, like, I feel like maybe 5-star is Sunday and 4-star is Ting Young, but they wanted to keep it a secret. But at the same time, they didn't like keep Robin's banner a secret. Like, they literally just brought her out. It's like everyone thought she was dead, and then like boom, here she is, she's fine and well, and everyone like, oh, like you just spoiled it. So it's like, would they really hold back information to not spoil the character for the audience when they spoiled us before? It's just strange, especially if you look at Rapper. Rapper's like a character we haven't even heard about or even seen of, and then suddenly she shows up. It's like, what? And I guess you can make that argument with Luca, but Luca's a 4-star, so you can kind of get away with it. And plus, like, we've seen him in promotional art and stuff. Like, we've seen him in the trailer, we've seen him on the light cone. We knew he existed, and it was just a matter of waiting for him to show up. Rapper didn't even show up. Like, the 1.0 trailer and the 2.0 trailer. So, like, the 1.0 trailer was like season 1. This is gonna be the first version. This is the story of the first version. Here's all the characters you're gonna see. Like, every single character we see in 1.0 is in that trailer. In 2.0 trailer, White Knight, it's the season 2 trailer. It's also going to see in version 2.0, version 2, but all we got from it are characters from Panaconi, from the Panaconi storyline. That's all we saw. We didn't see any more characters, and that includes Rapper, who said is going to show up in Panaconi, due to the call that Boot Hill made that brought all the Galaxy Rangers together. So it's like kinda like teased, but we didn't see anything about her, so it's like I love White Knight, all my heart. But part of me maybe thought, like, maybe they should have, like, promoted more characters that was gonna show up in this version. And, like, speaking of, so we're on version 2.4 at the moment. Next is 2.5, which is like a week or 2 away. And then you got 2.6, which Rapper's in. But if you think about it, like version 1 only got up to 1.6, and then we got 2.0. So is there gonna be a 2.7, or are we gonna enter 3.0? Like, what's going on? What's happening? It's all a big mystery.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even
They're
being
on
shipped
the
to the Lawfu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. This IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Oh no, I'm thinking to stop.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Time to do. Time for a debate. It is Ace Attorney time. Ooh. At the end of negotiation, if morale is high or equal to your opponents, consider second negotiation. Otherwise, it's deemed a failure. Ooh. During the negotiation process, if either party morale drops to 0, the negotiation immediately ends. Your negotiation choices will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your morale as you make choices in negotiating progress until the number of negotiation rounds drops to 0, which point negotiations ends. During the negotiation, you can use negotiation strategies, apply various negotiating techniques to help you succeed. You can view your opponent's explanation. If you're unsure what to choose, press the view. Debate start.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Negotiation strategies, market mirrors. Abide by the rules.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Skyfaring Commission.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense.
Valuable.
Don't underestimate Cienjo technology. Even if they need to dismantle your cargo, the Artisanship Commission can easily put it back together.
Yeah, go ahead and brag about their skills. After all, you're just a negotiator they hired. But I'm different. I'm an IPC member, and my fleet has accepted this transportation order. Naturally, I need to be responsible for the integrity of every piece of cargo. Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild. Guild? We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right?
Can I restart?
As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear you.
Say it again.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those pertaining to the transportation safety, shall be the sole liability of the consignor. Well, only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them, for example. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? The complexity of legal studies are indeed challenging.
Can I do it again? Negotiation failed.
All right, that's enough. I'm not going to repeat myself 100 times. I thought you were reasonable and civilized, but now it seems you Cienjo folks just don't understand the basics of business. We've signed a confidentiality and security agreement with the Intelligentsia Guild, and if we breach it, we'll have to pay a hefty sum. Even if we sold the souls of every employee in the marketing development department on this planet, it still wouldn't be enough to cover the costs. Listen up, kid. I don't mind delaying this transport for a few more days. Once the engines are repaired, our ship will leave immediately, and you won't have any reason to inspect the cargo.
If that's the case, I can assure you the Cloud Knights won't let your ship leave.
Oh, really? Then you'll receive a ton of complaints from the Intelligentsia Guild and the IPC's Marketing Development Department. You're too young. I don't think you understand the chaos your rash decision will cause.
Since you put it that way, Mr. Scott, I'll take it as your agreement to the inspection procedure. Now...
not so fast, you little brat. According to the IPC regulations, I have the right to arm myself and protect the property on my transport ship.
I thought you were reasonable and civilized. But now, it seems the IPC just wants to play by its own rules. My apologies, Mr. Scott.
Stop him, guys! For the Ember Lord!
Can't believe I lost to Scott. Scott! Bullshit people.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Is this the first round? Yeah, it's only one round.
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Oh, don't even okay.
Get up, all of you! Why is the IPC even paying you? You're a bunch of losers!
Just be grateful that that little brat showed you mercy. At least your staff aren't seriously injured.
Lingsha?
How do you IPC cronies have the audacity to fight Cloud Knights? You practically assaulted law enforcement officers.
Another one? Who the heck are you?
I may be a bit late, but the good news is, I'm here now.
No, she doesn't. She does have shoes. Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Law Fu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it,
I
I'll
think
take
it's
this
got
crate and be
under
on my
custody.
way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Oh, the Borison map. And the plan with Terror Grip, attacking the castle with Terror Grip can once can dispel the Terror Grip. When Terror Grip ends, if the castle Terror Grip is not attacked or dispel the Terror Grip, then affected ally will fall into the terrified state and unable to perform actions.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
More season.
Fiends or devils?
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
May as well kill them all.
Get that!
Relax.
Ill tidings manifest.
A little more heat.
Say bye to breathing. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill fate descends.
I like adding fuel to the fire. More seasoning.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Oh no, he's swearing on the Amber Lord.
Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. Can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why'd you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Maybe a Borison.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
For a while, when the citizens go their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
cute. cute.
Can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lafu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
On to the Alchemy Commission. Okay, down there. Wow. You know, seeing this on my PlayStation 5, very cool looking. I only saw it on my phone previously. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Why is there a kid here? Hello? Here comes the show. Odd child. You're here for a laugh too, aren't you? But you don't look familiar. I think you're an outworlder. I didn't think these fights were known to so many people. Who's fighting? Who are they? The hottest topic on Shenzhou, of course. The one about which of the 6 major commissions are most suitable for new workforce members. Some guy who claims to be a diviner was having a feud with some guy who claims to work for the Artisan Commission, and they wanted to have a fight-off in front of the Artisanship Commission. Actually, all this arguing back and forth, in my opinion, none of the 6 major commissions are any good. And the same applies for the people who work there. Tisk. You're so young, how can you be so sure? Well, you know, I may look young. Oh, fuck. I may look young, but I'm so much smarter than these adults who have lived for centuries. What's that look for? Don't believe me? Let me tell you. Just from this fight alone, I have a ton of money. They might be a diviner and a craftsman, but they're no match for me. They're so easy. Please elaborate and help me understand. Nothing. Just that whole, I'll be an adult next year. Which of the 6 major commissions should I apply for? That's me. Bet you didn't expect that, did you? I saw them going at it, so I borrowed my buddy's jade abacus and started fanning the fire. It was so easy. Before I knew it, it's gone viral. And then these 2 fools challenged each other to a fight. I can't see anyone, mate. Who are these people? I can't. These adults are too hilarious. I saw that they posted the location, so I rented multiple starships specifically to shuttle the spectators who come to watch the fun. In the end, so many people came for the fun, and the Artisanship Commission had to implement odd-even license plate restrictions. Now my passenger transport hotline is booming. They really have to thank them. Do things at this tender age. Who are you calling tender? I only look like a child. Are you patronizing me? People who wanted to watch the show came on their own. Those 2 fools only knew how to brag and talk big using the jade abacus. But they didn't even manage to meet face to face. I'm guessing they must have been separated on 2 starships by the odd-even plate restriction, so they couldn't meet up. But to be honest, it doesn't matter if they meet at this point. I've earned enough to afford an entire year's worth of more delights and snacks. Hee. Such cruelty, just for so little money. You're a master of vile marketing. Huh? Don't you know that's something that can be done? What a shame. Without the smarts, you will live a pitiful childhood. You missed a great earning opportunity. The ubiquitary is in the Lucium always says that it's the era that builds heroes, not the heroes that build the era. I don't believe it. I've been pondering for half a year, but I haven't figured out the other truths yet. But this era thing is really fascinating. As long as the momentum is up, it doesn't matter whether the person's here or not. The money just keeps rolling in. Hee look at them, living for centuries in vain. If you want to see some fun, go check out the Fright Scarskips. You might even see the two adults. Go for that. Oh. So many side stories. But I'm gonna see. I can remember him vaguely.
This place is dangerous. Advance with caution.
So, Electro... Hello, kind diviner. You're the diviner. Who are you? Could you be... Listen. 1 day of work, 5 days off comes with good benefits. What does that mean? I don't understand. Don't play dumb. If it's really you, just say it. Don't beat around the bush. That's not right. The ectogram said pure passerby will definitely be around here during this time. Be honest, are you the pure passerby? I don't know if I am. Just what a waste of my time. I thought you were the person who was harassing me a few days ago with a weird username called pure passerby. It turns out you were just passerby. Well, let down away for so long. What really happened? Like an outworlder. Fine, you shouldn't hurt if I told you. A few days ago I was browsing randomly on my Jade Abacus and there was a young man who just turned adult. He was asking if he should apply for the Divination Commission or the Artisanship Commission. I've been there before, so I gave him a brief breakdown of the pros of the Artisan Commission. See, the craftsmen are living through their craftsmanship. Shouldn't it be great to have skills you always rely on? Everyone with Shenzhou knows that the Artisanship Commission oversees many projects. As long as you work hard, you can earn it. Learn a lot. If you're lucky enough to invent some kind of mechanical device and sell the patent. So, although you cannot collect fees after the patent protection period expires, if you're smart about it, you can still comfortably live off the patent fees for decades. Besides, everyone in the Artisanship Commission is a craftsmanship. Over there, skills speak for themselves. There's no specific politics, so young people won't be at a disadvantage if they join. I responded with a well-meaning piece of advice for that kid to apply for the Artisanship Commission. Then this pure passerby guy chewed me out just for that. What was he chewing you out about? He lambasted me on almost every point I made. He refuted the advantages of the Artisanship Commission I raised one by one and gave me a fierce tongue lashing, saying that the most popular workplace on the Shenzhou Commission now is the Divination Commission. Meh, I'm from the Divination Commission myself. Why didn't I know about this? The nonsense spouse is going to lead a kid down a wrong path. I'm not a coward either. We argued for a few days, but I didn't seem to lead anywhere. Suggested we meet in person and have a face-to-face discussion. Come to the large Fright Starskip on the Artisanship Commission. Let's talk face-to-face. I posted this publicly, so he and everyone should have seen it. He even said he'll be there. But why this place? He said he's from the Artisanship Commission, so of course I didn't believe him. In this economy, why would anyone reveal their true background? So I choose to have it at the largest Fright Starskip they have. So many craftsmanship going in and out. Who dares to can't see because there's comments in my face. Oh, hello, Shane. If he dares to show his face, I'll expose all this fake wisdom and post online. But then, this imposter has so little integrity. He didn't even show up. I came all the way here early in the morning by a starskip. There have been so many visitors to the Artisanship Commission in the past few days. The dock has implemented an odd even number restriction system. It's a good thing I came early. The odd number lane is the busiest docking point in the Artisanship Commission. If I came any later, there would have been any space left. By the way, if you happen to come across someone who looks like this guy, please let me know. If really him, I'll prepare a small gift to thank you. Okay. So where would he be? Over here maybe? Aha! There he is. I'm just getting like sidetracked by this. Teleport me up here. Sagacious craftsmanship. Oh, it's you. Are you looking for me or something? Could it be? Did you find out the location? Yeah, I spoke to him before. Tell me, I can't wait. Ooh. Okay, guys. Who should I talk about? Should I talk about the location of Diviner or tell him about the child? Who should I do? Child. The little guy's thoughts are really so twisted and convoluted. It's scary to think about. I need to inform the nearby Cloud Knights. Let's see how his parents will deal with him. How could this be? Yeah. My morale raised. Let's go talk to the other guy. You again. How was it? Did you find the other guy location? Tell him about the other child. What? Is that real? He's just a little twerp? This is... I can't take this. I have to calm down and think. No. I have to calm down and divine my next step. And let's go find the child. Child! Oh, he's gone. Up and disappeared. Where did he go? Is he in the front? Did he all move? Where did the child go? Where did he go? He's ran off. Anyway. Me and my poofy tail are gonna go to the Alchemy Commission. Hey, look at his tail! Ah! So fluffy! I feel like Agnes from Despicable Me. It's so fluffy! It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! emergency alert from the Lawful Realm Keeping Commission. According to the regulations of the Commission, physical fights and brawls are legal and not only pose a threat to the well-being of others, but may also lead to serious consequences. We remind all residents and travelers to not believe unverified rumors and to rationally resolve conflicts. When encountering traffic congestion or navigational restrictions, please plan your travel and return accordingly. Follow the order of passage and avoid blocking which lanes to prevent secondary accidents. It is everyone's responsibility to maintain a harmonious, stable environment in the Lawful. I wonder what that's about. The willing does not. Is that for the child thing? Uncover the connection between the two anglers from the Artisanship Commission. Hey, good on me. Giant tree. Why are you following me? Sushang?
Hey! You're back! Why didn't you say anything in the group chat? I'm on duty. Let's catch up later.
Oh, funny face.
Daddy, I'm warning you. I'm carrying out my secret duty. It'll be annoying if you keep cracking jokes like that. Stop hanging around here and find something better to do. Once I'm done in a few days, call up Little Boy and Wafa, and let's grab a meal at Aurum Alley. It's been ages since we hung out. Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, before I go to the class, I want to just quickly go back here and go here. Because I swear to God, Sushang was in another location.
Wherever crowds gather, there is always
there she is.
Undercurrent beneath the surface.
Hi. Lawful sure feels different from our Yao Qing. Storytellers here now repeat their stories. Oh, I remember you. Your friend was outside of Duddy, right? What can I do for you? You, huh? Huh? Oh, my cat's packing my poncho outside. Oi! Let go! Let go! You get your paw pack. Alright, let go. There you go. I know, but don't tack my poncho. Are you planning for pulling on anyone? Not right now. I already got my Jiao Chu, so I don't need anyone else. And I'm gonna be on a very long skip streak at the moment. Cause I don't want to get Fei Xiao, and I don't want to get Ling Sha. I already got Robin. I already got Kafka. I think, is it Black Swan? coming back. Anyway, yeah. There's. I know you got Rapper. I'm not really interested in getting Rapper. Yeah. I am gonna be for hard skipping for 2 whole patches, which is gonna be hard. You do here? Not my shift, I'm killing time, see him how to do any good deed while I'm at it. I'll say the second the time says 9. Whatever the original saying is. Only men. A. You don't do a D's nuts joke on me, okay? Can't remember the whole thing. Anyway, it means that I'll show up whenever someone needs my help mission. You look like an outworlder. You must be new here at the Lafu. If you need my help, you can visit me anytime. As a worthy Cloud Knight, I'll be reliable and helpful and not bring any shame to lawful Cloud Knights. Don't mess with culture stuff though. I only met a few travelers who are super into Shenshu's history and customs. They knew way more than I did. I had to keep my mouth shut the entire time, trying to act like I knew what they were talking about. I don't have any impressions. But very cute, I got to see Sushang. Yes I will. Cause from the looks of it, from all the little leaks and stuff, he's gonna be joining the Astral Express, which I am very much looking forward to. Bailu here? No, I don't see Bailu. Aww. Ooh.
I'm here to pay my respects to the new cauldron.
Other page, other actions, special guys I did. Alright.
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
Oh, she's Vidyadhara.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes. I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers.
Very unique. So she's a Vidyadhara, but she has like scale arms, like hands and feet. Like what?
It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hun, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, so far, that leak revealed Fei Xiao and Lingsha before they were even announced. So it holds a lot of credibility on that front. Cause like it was all on one page. But we only got like, see like a foot of Sunday, but we saw the Astral Express ticket mark they have on, like carry on them.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
I thought, but where's the tea? Why is such a stereotypical all of a sudden?
My bad. Well,
Since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
You're the one who came to us.
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
It's a flying sword! I'm sure!
Flying sword?
It's meant to slip out of the hands!
You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
I was young and at the whim of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
You're gonna need a bit of a brat, though.
Left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations?
Yeah.
Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud
No
Knight's duty
intention
to
to
eliminate
Risa.
those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready? Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
Oh god, he's in my team.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you?
A one-time enemy!
Stand still.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to his sword to actually have some skill.
What do you want to know?
They'll face this
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss!
Didn't hurt.
Your sister.
How many can you block?
Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Destiny isn't.
Stand still.
I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you? How about letting the enemy strike first? Any more shots?
May as well kill them all.
Relax. Memories are beneath the water. Lies an endless abyss.
A one-time end. Strike apart.
Say bye to breathing. Time to say bye. Boom.
It's better to make no move. More seasoning.
Stand still.
What do you want to know? Ill fate descend.
Cutting the net.
How about letting the enemy strike?
I win, Miss Yun Li.
You got lucky.
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Go Yanqing! Oh no. Hey, Xiao!
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
You'd think Yun Li would have won a fight? Maybe. I'm kinda like on Yanqing's side because I feel Yun Li was in the wrong.
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yun Li and we were just sparring.
Spar? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're... Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course! Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble
That's
and
good.
impressive.
I have a feeling you're someone
Now
who
that
have
the
a
sparring
crush on
session
Fei
is
Xiao.
over, Yanqing and
She's
Yunmei,
someone who could beat
shouldn't
you up.
politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet.
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight. This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
She is a very pretty woman.
Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air. Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right?
Got a hot mark on his back.
Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Law. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No.
Is she
my
Mars struck?
has always been myself.
Afflicted Mara?
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Meanwhile, hatching a village didn't exactly sanctum.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace, it almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
Yep, those moves were fabulous. Oh yeah, Xianzhou swordplay is really good, like really, really good. Yeah.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was talking about Yanqing, actually.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
I wonder if Aether's voice actor feels peeved off by the fact that Kalis gets more lines than Aether does. It's like it's like I speak, guys, speak, and then meanwhile, here's Kalis just chat and like a lot of free moments where you can just talk freely. Like just there, like Felix, but like Kalis spoke his mind. He spoke his mind. I can just totally imagine like Aether's voice actor looking aside, just like saying, I'm fine," while dead in the eyes. It's fine, totally fine. I am. It's not like I'm jealous or anything. He's just internally, like, just dying inside. He's like, why can't I have that? Oh.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Ah.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something important?
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing and the Zhu Ming.
Really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Hua Yan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Crossing the Blaze and Hearts.
Need your extractor cleaned or your Starrai serviced?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Excuse me? You don't believe in ghosts? Have you ever seen a heliobi? Look, there's one now.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Oh, and to defeat Divine Foresight. General! General! Yuli.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yu Chui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu. But the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Shao's questioning.
What does that mean?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Wait, hold on. Oh. Just went on Twitter and saw that Shenpai was gonna like quote unquote leave Twitter. Well, then she'll still post occasionally, like post her art. But she won't be active anymore. Just a sad shame. I enjoy her tweets.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Shao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Shao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way. Wei, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Gift? Ooh, is it a sword? You need. You're standing there. Oh, okay. I'm here to look at the sword.
Yes, it's this case right here.
Wow. The case gleams with muted luster. Crafted from a material neither wood nor metal, its surface is massively woven with metallic threads, outlining the intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Laofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Laofu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the Ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Hawaiian?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Juming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering, who would be worthy of such a sword?
Me.
I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yan Qing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster, so it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Hawaiian.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yan Qing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
It's like Fisher was right. Death or disaster needs to. You ship it? Really? I think like the problem underlines with like, so I don't think like if he had no prior interactions like with Yunli, I think he would be fine with her, but the thing is Yunli didn't like him from the start, and her opinions and like the things she says to Yan Qing offends him and disrespects him, which makes him agitated, and when he fights, like stands up for himself, she makes fun of him. So it's like, it all comes down to Yunli, unless she can just let it go, then maybe her ship could form, but as it stands, Yunli is being a bit toxic. It's like, have you seen that short where as a guy he cherishes beard a lot, and then his wife just walks up to him with a shaver and shaves a chunk off him, and he gets really upset. Like, he doesn't go into fight, but like he gets visibly upset, and he's trying to communicate to her that is really important to him, and that it really upset him, and that she did that, and she disregards him, saying, "I'm doing you a favor" and stuff. And he says, "You always do this. You keep doing these things," and it's like a similar situation. Yunli is being the toxic. She's the red flag. I don't really see this ship happening unless Yunli just backs the fuck off and respects Yan Qing's like boundaries. That's like the show's right.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
March.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Hey. Why don't you choose me? Just accept your fate, March.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Nope.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others? So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an
What?
apprentice
Is
is
it that
also
they're
a
all
way of honing
short?
your own skills and gaining insights.
They're all short
You've
except for
been
Sealer.
an
Sealer's the only
apprentice
one
for
that's not short.
years. It's
Oh,
about time
and
you
Jade.
looked at swordplay from another perspective.
Jade and Sealer are the only one not short.
Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too,
And
it all comes down to Miss March giving her.
and they're all women.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Is that the funny thing? They're all women, mostly short women. With one medium, one tall woman. There's the best swim on the Express. It won't be walking path for sure. So it's time for you to become the best swim on the
At least
Express.
that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
I've been waiting for
Starting tomorrow,
Quantum.
Yenching and Yu Li will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay.
Is Mosaic
Yu Li
Quantum?
and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
Can't remember.
You're too kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Ah. Linksha. Is Linksha Quantum?
General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Like, when will we ever have a male Quantum? Like, come on. Ooh, imagine Robin being male Quantum. Cause like, he's getting like a whole, character art, like, outfit change, which is more darker themed. So it might be Quantum, which is kind of like the opposite of Imaginary. Because it's like using, like, so Imaginary is making things up using the power of imagination, while Quantum is using, like, bending physics to your will.
Square formation.
Sorry, Sunday. Like, so yeah, Quantum's like bending physics to your will. So if I go to my she's basically like bending time and space to summon the snake. She's like from the Punk Lord is all about like the whole reality is data, so she's able to manipulate reality using data. Sparkle is basically distorts reality, I guess. Sela, she glitches every now and again. She's able to slip through reality, I guess. Shui, she does summoning chains, and I guess you can like say she's inflicting a lot of force on person's soul. Lynx, she manipulates space by making things bigger and summoning flowers and stuff. And Jintra, it just makes her her mahjong game affect reality. So, like reality bending stuff. Imaginary is making things non-existent. Like impossible possible.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Lo Fu for some time.
Maybe.
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lo Fu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face.
Like, if you think about it, so you've got Welt who can summon a black hole using the power of imaginary. He's doing something it's a very powerful attack on like a reality level. He's breaking through the imaginary. Yes. But like, well, I guess from her perspective, like she's summoning them. Like she probably has like a secret space that she keeps them in. So, well, summons black holes is along the lines of imaginary. Locha, like he uses like the imaginary power of something living in his coffin that has power to debuff enemies, attack them, and is also able to heal using like belief, I guess is the best way to describe it. And through that he's able to heal Shui, who's a robot. That's the power of imaginary for him. Our main character, he dances. His imaginary power is very tied to Penacony. That's why the Penacony themes. It's like fun Penacony packs. Who else is? And then you got Dong Hong. Dong Hong's using the imaginary to be turned into Dong Feng, who doesn't exist anymore, but he's able to use, I guess, remnants of his past self to bring him into existence and mold his body to that form, able to summon water and the imaginary water dragon to attack. What else? Oh, adventuring. Money. Everywhere. Like, his imaginary is, my wealth is my power. I can protect myself and my allies with the wealth I've obtained. Like, that's his whole thing. His imaginary is based on his belief that with money, he's safe. Who else is imaginary? I'm trying to think. Kind of blanking out. Who is imaginary as well? Darn, I can't really think. Ponder another time. Yeah. So yeah, I think imaginary is more on the belief, prior knowledge, or like a power that is outside of the realm of existence that someone has. Oh, you lost 50-50 to Chi-Chi and Genshin while pulling on Wailani. F in the chat. F in the chat for Astra. Oh, poor Chi-Chi. Poor Chi-Chi. I wonder if Honkai Starrai ever has a bad anniversary event rewards, anniversary rewards. I wonder if the community will recreate the dead Chi-Chi meme, but replace it with Bailu. Who's also kind of dead? Oh, Hania, maybe? Oh, maybe, well, I don't know. Just one of the short ones or one of the dead inside ones. And have them just lie down, surrounded by whatever poor rewards we got for the anniversary. Game that cracked me up. Sad astral noises, trying to sound myself, grunting for primos. Aww. Poor child.
And he wants to see it for himself.
Right.
During the war dance. Which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
No worries, answering a few questions, no big deal. I can leave tonight.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal?
No, you can't. She couldn't have gone and have with Marstrak because she is a foxian, not a long. She's a long life species, but they don't have long lifespans in the first place. They have like 40 years, 400 years of lifespan, I think. 300 to 400. So they shouldn't get Marstruck because only those who get Marstruck are those who are reach like around 1,000 or about to reach 1,000 years old.
As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the reports from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the luminescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hulei.
Hulei?
Hulei? You mean that Hulei? The Borisin warhead? The same Hulei who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hulei.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hulei's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo.
Give me a short minute. Sorry, just so like knows like is that Albert? Um, just stuff on Twitter. Twitter's been a bit nutty today, so it's been all over the place.
However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither.
Ruan May?
Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Gay society never any free. Petrichorin. Night wrestling meeting general wrestling crowd before one down to only thing. Day 2.
Yeah, I'm still feeling sleepy.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Donham go?
When it first opened...
Finish that quest. A rogues on the run. Alright. I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick. Let me just put a message on. See you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Oh lord, where's my phone? In my pocket. Hello. How are ya? Right. So I'm on the second class now. Guess it's a 3. Now I've been streaming this for about 3 hours now. Should I like play Honkai Starrai for the rest of the day to finish everything? Or should I stop here for now, finish it in my own time, and play something else? Like Black Myth Wukong or Hollow Knight? So, because I only got today to play the stream, and like for next week at least. Like I'm kind of itching to play Black Myth or All Night. What do I feel like?
This place is so warm. It's like a giant
Me. It just much.
Square formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation. What should we try next?
A lot of talking. I think
Square formation.
I'll stop here for now. Play other games, and then when I like, if I have time.
It's like a giant furnace.
Tonight I'll continue it. Yeah? Just a little break. Because I've literally like nearly 4 hours now of Honkai Starrai. Yeah. I'm going to play Black Myth Wukong next, so I'll see you there in a bit. Ciao ciao guys! Bye.